Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope you are well. We are going to try to do this standing up, holding a phone in the middle of a street. There is nowhere quiet to go today, I'm afraid. So today's learning is dedicated in memory of all those whose Yortzeit falls today. In particular, wish long life to Danny Walensky, amongst others. So here's the question. When it comes to the Jewish people, we know that on the one hand we certainly count, but on the other hand we don't count. What do I mean? We spoken previously, you may recall, about the Jewish people. Abraham was told to go out of his tent and to count. Yeah, he meant to count like the stars in heavens. And Abraham started to count 1, 2, 3. So when it comes to a minyan, we're not permitted. Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, everyone says you're not allowed to count the Jew. We Jews don't count as a number, because a number is something that's finite. By numbering something, you are limiting it. And therefore, on the one hand, we don't use numbers to count Jews. One of the low points in Jewish history is when we were counted as a number. We go back to 70 years. People were numbered. Everyone had a number on their arm. They were seen, their value was the number on their arm. That's all they were seen. It devalued their sense of self-worth, their individuality, their personality, and their contribution. And therefore, what was being asked of us is that we don't become a number. We don't count Jews in a minyan by going around saying you're number one, you're number two. And in fact, Saul was punished. King Saul was punished. Why was he punished? Because he counted the Jewish people in taking a census and trying to evaluate the number of Jewish people. So when the census was taken in Jewish history, how was it done? We know that it was done by everyone taking a half a shekel, machatzit a shekel, and contributing, giving that half a shekels. Then all the half shekels were added up, and then they knew how many Jewish people there were. Why was that the method that was used? I remember Rabbi Sachs saying, because the value of a Jewish person is what we give in life. And therefore, by asking them to contribute, that was the greatest way to evaluate the contribution and the self-worth of each person. And we all know it for ourselves, that when we give is when we live. It's when we feel that we are really making a difference, and when we feel that sense of self-worth, of importance, of significance, and fulfillment. So that, in short, is my message this morning. I'm standing, as you can see, on the road or next to a road, and therefore I'm not going to say much more than that. But what I do, one further point, and that is, how do we count? Have you ever wondered why is it that we count half a shekel rather than a whole shekel? It's strange. I mean, a whole recognizes the wholesomeness of a person. So why is it that we use half shekels to count Jewish people? And the answer, of course, is that when we were taking a census, in Jewish history, the point that we wanted to get across was that, yes, you count. Every Jew is precious. And as much as you count and have tremendous value as an individual, you're only half as long as you are an individual. You become whole when you become part of something bigger than yourself. When you become part of a community, part of the Jewish people, then you become a whole. But on our own, we are always half. And I think that's an invaluable lesson for us. We all saw it during COVID. We felt that sense of wholesomeness when we joined up and became part of a community, contributing to the greater good. So please God, we should recognize the individual qualities and self-worth that we all have and how much we have to offer. And on the other hand, we should recognize that when we stand alone, we are limited, but when we come together, we become part of something bigger than ourselves. There is so much more that we can offer and that we can contribute. Wishing everyone well. Please God, we should be able to count in terms of our self-worth and count in terms of the Jewish people. Have a great day. Please God, tomorrow we'll be back at our normal place, at our normal time. See you 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Beautiful barbecue yesterday, fun fair, over 150 people. What a magnificent event for Woodside Park. Well done to the team, to Joe and to Rabbi Yitzi in particular. Take